Hi guys, it's Patricia, your independent Scentsy consultant from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, and welcome to my March 2021's Scentsy Empties video, my favorite video to film, and I love watching Scentsy Empties videos. The reason I love doing these is because it helps tell you guys how everything did for me, and that will help you guys make informed purchasing decisions. And I encourage you to watch as many Empties videos or what I've been warming videos as possible so you can get an overall feel for every scent. So usually I start with the bars, but we're going to do things a little backwards because I have a lot of big items here and I just want to get them out of the way. So we're going to talk about sea salt and avocado. It's one of my favorite fragrances and I have a lot of it finished up in other products. So we're going to start with Counter Clean. Counter Clean is an excellent product. It's a little bit more, got a little more oomph behind it to me than the all-purpose cleaner. So a little bit better for stubborn jobs. And this does far more than just clean counters. I've used it to clean stains quite a bit, and I always encourage you, if you're going to do that, to spot test it first. But just in general, this scent is very clean, it's bright, it's spa-like, it's sweet, it's citrusy. It's a little bit of everything all put together, and it's a wonderful fragrance. And if it scares you, I encourage you to give it a try. Even if you pick it up in Scent Circle, try it that way and see what you think. I also finished it up in a bathroom cleaner. Now the bathroom cleaners have a special nozzle, and this one kind of clogged on me. I've never had that happen before. So towards the end, I basically opened it and kind of shook it around the bathtub. What I would suggest doing when you use this is don't use it sparingly, but don't soak the area because you don't need a lot. I use it, I let it sit for like 2 minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes, and then I take a damp magic eraser and it's like the fastest cleaning ever of the bathtub. I love it. I love it. So unfortunately, I don't have any more bathroom cleaner in sea salt and avocado. Also, I had to say goodbye to my laundry whiffs, dryer discs. I think I might have one box of dryer discs that I didn't use, so maybe I'll just save those for smelling someday. But I also used up the laundry liquid. This is called the Laundry Love Bundle. You get 4 of these. You get a large washer whisk tub and you get the concentrated laundry liquid. Now, I encourage you to do the Laundry Love Bundle because it's a good savings, but also if you host a party, you can get a half off if you qualify with how much your party builds. So I definitely encourage you to use a half off on the laundry system because it's a great deal. Last but not least in that scent, yes, I really do love this scent. I finished up a hand soap at work. I didn't have the heart to tell them it's been discontinued in those products. So, and no, I don't normally go through a lot of these laundry products in 1 month, but I kind of was using my sea salt and avocado sparingly here and there, and mainly I was using Clothesline. And I did get a compliment from my husband on the very last week that I used the Clothesline. And he does this all the time. He says, whatever you're using, I really, really like it. I'm like, well, guess what? It's all gone. But it's good to know. Anyway, Clothesline is a very strong laundry scent. It's probably the second strongest laundry scent to me behind Scentsy Clean. And Scentsy Clean mimics Clean Breeze. Alrighty, so I finished up the dryer discs, the laundry liquid, and the whiffs. And let me just reach over here. And this is what I've got going now. I haven't used it in a couple of years and I'm very pleased with it. Black Raspberry Vanilla. So stay tuned for that. Just as a spoiler, I'm very pleased with it. I also finished up a hand soap in Perfect Peppermint. This is basically pure peppermint. I had it going in my bathroom and I wasn't crazy about it even though I love peppermint. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. And I put it in my kid's bathroom and my son Ryan complimented it and said he loved it. So that worked out well. And one thing I love that maybe some people don't is I love how it just depresses a little bit. So if you have a kid like mine who thinks multiple pumps are better, you don't tend to waste as much soap as you would with another company. All right, let's move on to my very first sugar scrub that I used up in Hibiscus water. I love this scent. I had it in my Scentsy Club and I deleted that club just because I was trying to be good. And so this was the only bar that I lost. I love this one. I don't know what it is. I love it. It's very pretty. I don't know if the notes are here, but obviously it's got hibiscus. It's a little bit aquatic. It's got the floral, the sweetness. Oh, I will put the notes below so you guys can see them. But this sugar scrub you may have, I got a little bit on me. Basically, I wasn't stirring it enough at the beginning, so there was a lot of the granules. I was getting a lot of granules. When I got down to the bottom, it was mostly the goopy liquid. So make sure you're very, like, I take my finger and I thoroughly stir right to the bottom, stir and stir and stir, and that works out well for me. Now, this was one of the earlier sugar scrubs, and I have heard through the grapevine that you don't seem to have to stir them as much. Okay, for scent packs, I finished up a Clean Breeze. I hang these in my linen closet downstairs. And it still has smell, but it wasn't really scenting the room, or the small closet. So I will actually put this in like a drawer here and get a little bit more scent out of that way. So I'll put that aside. I have a couple things in a fall scent, but I must say these were long lasting, and that's why it took a while for me to retire them. I have a car bar in pumpkin roll, and also the pods in pumpkin roll. So pumpkin roll is a nice spice medley with like a yellow cake. It's got pecans. It's got a little bit of like a dusting of vanilla, but you can definitely smell spices and some warmth from the nuttiness. And these pods did very, very well. Like they're very, very, very long lasting. And this smelled a little bit different than I was used to. It didn't smell as good as the pods. I definitely preferred the pods to the car bar. And if you're someone that uses pods, obviously you know that they can be used in 3 different devices. But if you're new to pods, these basically have, the beads are very dark and discolored here, but there's a little scented beads inside this plastic device. You could put these 1 or 2 at a time in your wall fan diffuser or your Scentsy Go. Or if you have a mini fan diffuser that you can use in your car or next to your computer, because it plugs in with a USB, then you just use 1 pod at a time. But these are very long lasting, and these are good pods. I definitely will buy the pods again. Probably will not buy the car bar again. All right, I also finished up a blueberry cheesecake scent circle. I don't know what it is, but I am loving the blueberry cheesecake lately. I've got a tester of it going in my bathroom. Sometimes I'll put it on at night because my bathroom is pretty close to my bed and I can smell the blueberry cheesecake as I'm falling asleep. Anyway, my daughter did not like blueberry cheesecake and wax, but she complimented the scent circle. And I think it's because you primarily smell blueberry and you don't smell what some people interpret that cream cheese tanginess smell to smell like. So definitely remember, if your family doesn't like a scent in one form, try it in another form, and you never know, you might be able to sneak it in. All right, I also finished up just this weekend, pineapple, coconut, vanilla, Scentsy soak. And I must say, I love this. I immediately put it on my shopping list for my next purchase. I'm glad I used this. It smelled up my bathroom. And I'm just going to tell you a quick story. So my husband had a bath and he loves these type of scents. And later that day I said, boy, you smell good. He goes, I do smell good. And the next day he was asking people, he's like, first off, he was telling them to smell his clothes because they smelled like black raspberry vanilla. And he even said to somebody, smell my skin. Because he thought it still smelled like this. I said, you shouldn't tell people to smell your skin. That's kind of gross. All right. But he's just promoting the Scentsy. It was with somebody that actually knows a lot about Scentsy. So she may even be watching this video. So if you are, hello. I finished up 3 oils. And some of these, let me just look up in my little book here because sometimes I write down. There's only one that's current, so we'll do that one first. It's citrus and verbena. So you can use these these are little 5mm sample sizes. This is orange, verbena, and dewy grass. I love this one. Definitely repurchase for me. It's very bright and vibrant and energizing. Yes, love that one. And I store my used up ones in an old tin. This one I love. It's no longer available. Vanilla, nutmeg, cardamom. I have a heart next to it because I love it so much. Sweet vanilla, nutmeg, and cardamom. I love it. It's excellent. It's all those things. It doesn't smell the greatest here, but when it's diffusing, it's beautiful. It's a very soft vanilla with a tiny bit of the spices. And I also finished up bergamot. And what I will do is I will actually keep this and put it aside because sometimes when you're reading that bergamot's in a scent, you're like, I wish I could remember what that smelled like. So I'm just going to keep this so I can refer back. And Scentsy says this is an essential oil, which means it's kind of derived from the source. And it's harvested for its bright something aroma. Citrus bergamia Rizo quietly elevates your mood. Well, anyway, it's like a citrus. It's used a lot in masculine scents. It's nice. Whatever I wrote there, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the video and sort out my bars. I'll be 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So we're going to talk about scents that are current first. The first one I finished up was a former scent of the month, Aloe Vera and Ivy. This has scent notes of cool, aloe vera, ivy, and watery melon. Yes, and it's definitely, I think it's got jade in it as well. And it reminds me a tiniest bit of jade and jasmine, but very bright and sweet, versus jade and jasmine is very cologne-y and woodsy and musky and ambery. Anyway, I definitely prefer this over jade and jasmine for sure. This is something that has grown on me. I don't love it. I like it. My daughter gets a lot of the watery melon. And it's really nice in a bathroom. One I do love is a new release, Magnolia Linen. This is great. It's sun-washed linen, magnolia, and honeysuckle. And even smelling this on cold, it's just, yeah, it's okay. But when I put it in the warmers and I walked in my daughter's room, not expecting anything, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I loved it. It was floral, but fresh and clean and crisp linen. Very, very nice combination. Definitely my favorite from all the new releases. So if you haven't picked this up and you're okay with florals and laundry, I definitely suggest picking it up and giving it a try. It's getting great feedback, so that's always a good sign. Another laundry scent, Pink Cotton. This one has notes of clean cotton, pink berries, and vanilla sugar. And this is a very sweet spin on laundry. It's almost like a juvenile berry kids type laundry scent. It's an excellent performer, does great in open concept, and it's fairly long lasting as well. So that's Pink Cotton. That is a definite repurchase. Another new release that I finished up is Coastal Sunset. This one is in the wood section. It's described as creamy coconut, sandalwood, and amethyst amber. And the best way I describe this is that it's a romantic coconut scent, because it's something that's really nice in a bedroom. Oh, this is really nice. My husband loves this one. He compliments it when I warm it. So definitely will be a repurchase. It's about a medium intensity for me, but it seems to last a fair amount of time, so that's good. I finished up a former scent of the month, Squeeze the Day. This is in the citrus section. This is basically pure lemons and vanilla cream. Oh, this is very strong at the beginning. I actually prefer it as it's starting to die down, but I finished this bar up. I think it was a full bar, and I actually mixed it with a little bit of Simply Vanilla for my daughter, because I thought to myself, she doesn't love Simply Vanilla, but she loves this, so I thought I would just use up, and it was a really nice combination. So Squeeze the Day. It's definitely nice and strong. It does die off and not very long lasting, but I love that one. Definite repurchase. And March's scent of the month is Pink Sugarberry Mint. This one is in the bakery section, but it's more of a confectionery type scent. The scent notes are raspberry, sugar, and peppermint. And these are hard to open. Okay, so this reminds me a lot of Pink Haze. It reminds me of Angel 624. Some people say it reminds them of sugar. It doesn't really remind me of sugar. But maybe if you had like Angel, Pink Haze, sugar, maybe like Best Berry, and they were looking for a fifth member of their basketball team, maybe they would bring on Pink Sugarberry Mint, because they're all kind of, you know, they have qualities of one another that you can definitely pick up on. Yeah, and this one here, it's very strong at the beginning for me. It's fairly strong. And then day 2, I like it a little bit better because it's died off a little bit. But this one has been selling very well with my customers. So Pink Sugarberry Mint. I think we'll see that back next year, but you never know. All right, let's move on to scents that you can no longer get, but you should always remember to have your Bring Back My Bar voting list going. The first one is Snuggle Up. Snuggle Up is Cashmere Woods, Angel, Lavender, and Sage. This is an excellent performer. This was in the Catching Z's collection. This was the standout. This is a little bit close to Fuzzy Blanket, and it's a little bit close to Jammy Time. I really like this. It's a superb performer. Hopefully you put that in your Scentsy Club. The next one is Indigo Petals. This was from the Indigo collection, probably from 2016, and it's a crown of flowers, fresh, vibrant, and playful. think my kid is emptying the dishwasher. She must know when I film a video. Hopefully you won't hear the dishwasher, the clanging of the dishes. This was very, very light. This was like minuscule, like 2 out of 10, 1 out of 10. This was very, very beautiful on cold, a dud on in the warmer. Be My Honey. This was a spring and summer scent. It was around for a couple seasons. It did not come back this year. Pineapple rings, sweet honey, and jasmine. Jasmine blossom. And I hate this on cold, but on warm, I really, really like it. So a beautiful example of warm your scents. See what you think. It's very pretty with the jasmine. I don't get a lot of pineapple, and the honey is very nice in this scent. Sometimes honey scares me, but I really like it in this scent. And I think I have a couple bars of that. I finished up the NFL, excuse me, Gridiron Rush. This is citrus, crisp apple, fresh cut grass, and sandalwood. And I really like this in the clamshell. But once I start warming it, after a while that sandalwood kind of creeps in and it just doesn't mesh well for me with the other notes. So I did say I like this better than the NFL or the NHL. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. But on warm, I didn't love this as much as I thought I was going to, so not a repurchase. The next one I finished up is from the Villains collection, Mistress of Evil. Gardenia, Musk, Blood Orange, and Satsuma Plum. This is a beautiful scent. I should have purchased more of this, like put it in my club. I put it in my club and I took it out like a dummy. Oh, this is so nice. And my family likes it too. So if this comes back, I'm definitely going to put it in my club. It's a medium performer, lasts a couple of days. Very pleasant, very sweet and floral at the same time. Very nice. All right, Tropic Tango. This one did not come back this year. This one has notes of Tangelo zest, mango puree, and coconut milk. This is really, really nice. I like this. It's about a medium intensity and a medium performer for me. It's very mango heavy. I think this is better than Go-Go Mango personally, but anyway, I think I've come around to that one over time. This is the first time I've warmed this, Blueberry Pancakes. I have warmed it in tester, but never in bar form. So the notes are blueberry, butter, and light maple. And I put this in my son's room. I actually have some testers I used up as well. Put it in Ryan's room. It was so strong. I was like, holy. So then I put it in my open layout. It was all right. And to finish off the bar, I mixed it with blueberry cheesecake in my overnight warmers. And I finished it off that way. Very long lasting with the blueberry cheesecake. And it was a nice compliment. All right, Ursula, Poor Unfortunate Souls. What can I say about Ursula? Her notes are blackberry, raspberry, bubbly goji berry, and vanilla silk. I have a note next to, I have a little book where I write the scent notes, just because I always type them in the bottom. Everyone thinks I remember the scent notes, and sometimes I do, but I have a book here. But I think by writing them out and typing, that's how I remember them. Anyway, this one I have a note that it smells like wine, like white wine, or some sort of wine to me. And maybe that's why I don't like it. I'm not big into wine, and I'm probably the only person out there that's not, but yeah, this one is definitely not a repurchase. It didn't last very long either. It's kind of biting a little bit. Anyway, one that is a repurchase that's in my Scentsy Club that I love is Love and Happiness. So Love and Happiness has glazed chestnuts, vanilla, and sugar cane. And this one is very strong and very long lasting. And it's extremely hard to explain, but I think what happens, people didn't buy it and then they got it in clearance and they tried it and they liked it. So I think we will see this voted back at some point and bring back my bar. Hopefully for all you people that love it just as much as I do. But it's hard to explain. It's like a cozy vanilla, sweet, floral, perfumey type scent. Very, very nice. Very nice. It's like a hazy kind of scent. I finished up this beautiful package of Monsters Inc. Monstropolis. This had the best color wax ever. And let me tell you the notes. The notes are mandarin, watermelon, pineapple, and lush palms. And to me, everything combines to kind of smell a little bit tropical, sweet, but like almost like a little bit grapey as well, but not a pungent grape. And it also smells a little bit odd at the end to me. The only part I don't like is the end, and it smells like something like a tiger balm, you know, muscle sore kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but for me, I love the packaging. It's beautiful. All right, I have some of these that I've been hoarding, and I thought I better get them out and work on them because I don't want to be a loser and hoard wax. So it's Cozy Kitchen. This was in the Hygge collection. It has Warm Oats, brown sugar, and spicy cinnamon swirl. I definitely got a lot of brown sugar in the initial part of the warming, and then it kind of died down. I liked it a little bit once it died down, but I warmed this in my open layout. It did okay there. Wasn't a huge performer. I warmed it in my laundry, or like my entranceway, which is actually my laundry room, but it's more of an entranceway. I forget where else, but anyway, Cozy Kitchen is all gone. I have more, so that's okay. All right, let's move on to the Bring Back My Bars I worked on. I worked on Sweet Amber and Freesia. This is Verbena Blossom, Freesia, and Sweet Amber. This is a very light floral, a little bit powdery, very light in performance. I put that in my daughter's room. She was okay with it. I finished it off in the kids' bathroom as well. I worked on Grape Granita. This has grape and it has honeysuckle and it has something else, pineapple. My Grape Granita smells a little bit like an undertone of like tobacco, like from the actual ashtray. So that, I don't know what it is. I got a few that didn't smell quite right. So I think I'm going to finish these off in my overnight warmers because I'm not crazy about that one. It's very strong, very strong. Actually, I put it in the day that I had to go to work and my daughter was home with the boys, and she said, our house smelled like grape. I said, did you like it? She goes, I loved it. And I said, I put it in for you. She goes, oh. So anyway, A Wink and a Smile. This is a floral. It's got tulips, daffodils, and I think it's got plummy lemonade. I like this one. I think I've got one more bar. This is very pleasant. It's like a kind of like an average type fruity floral, but it's very, very nice. Cherry Clove Chutney. This is an old one that I used to have in my Scentsy Club. This one has notes of Bang cherries, clove, and cinnamon. So you can definitely get clove. You definitely get cherry. It's very strong smelling in the package here. I put in my open layout to kind of dissipate that cherry a little bit. And this is really, really, really nice mixed with apple butter frosting. So very nice. Excellent combo. All right, the next one I finished up was Fuzzy Blanket. This is a really pretty one. It's got lavender, it's got honeysuckle. Oh, what else does it have? And sandalwood. This is very pleasant. You do feel like cozying up to a blanket. It's a little bit on the lighter side. It's not as strong as Snuggle Up. It's not as strong as Jamie Time. It's a little bit sweeter. Very nice from the honeysuckle. Going today, finishing off this bar, I have Cherry Almond Pie. I used half the bar yesterday, and then it only lasted about 9 or 10 hours, so then I put the rest of the bar in today. Ooh, it's so strong. It's so strong. I don't know if I like this, and I've got like 3 or 4 more bars to use up. I think my tastes have changed because I remember not being sure about it, but picking up a few because I do like it once the strong cherry dies off. It's graham crackers, sweet almond cream, and cherries. You can definitely get that almond extract. And that I would say that's the predominant note. You don't get a lot of graham and you do get some cherry, but the almond is like, whoa, intense. So it warmed in an open concept that does bring the intensity down. I have a Broken Clamshell Simply Vanilla, which is basically classically scented warm vanilla, that type of thing. I think somewhere I did read that it's like a French vanilla or that has coconut milk, and I can see that for sure. And I mixed this with something in here, in my son's room. I mixed it with Circle of Life. So yeah, let's do the testers here. Circle of Life is amber, golden amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. So I split it in half and put some in with the Simply Vanilla. So I'm not really sure how that's doing, but I remember from my memory it's a very long-lasting scent. One that's not very strong is Mellow Moment. This is an old tester. I wanted to use it up because it was cracked. This has chamomile tea, apple, and orange blossom. It's very hard to smell downstairs in the warmer. I definitely get that chamomile tea the most. And a little bit of like a floral, almost like, yeah, a very strong floral, not like something that you can pick out as fruity or citrus at all. So I think I told you, might as well go through these. I finished up a couple blueberry cheesecakes, so I'm kind of coming around to the blueberry cheesecake train. I don't think my family is, but anyway, blueberry cheesecake has the graham cracker crust, it has the New York cheesecake smell, and it has blueberries. It's very tangy blueberry. And I think maybe what I can do with my daughter is I could try mixing blueberry cheesecake with blueberry rush, because she loves blueberry rush. I finished up a tester of sugar cookie, and I love sugar cookie. It's basically like vanilla, butter, and sugar. It's awesome. It's very light, but I love it. Definitely probably one of my favorite bakery scents. I just wish it was a bit stronger. Speaking of wish it was stronger, well, I'm not sure if I do. Citrus rosemary. These are weird and they're not very good. Not to my nose anyway. The notes on these, let me see if I wrote them down. Sweet orange, lemon balm, and rosemary and fig. I did not like this at all, and they were duds. So that might have been good. All right. I still have some more testers that I used up. I'm not covering the Tester Tuesday scents, just the other ones. I finished up all these of Atlantic Air. Atlantic Air has Ocean Mist, Sea Salt, and White Orchid. I put some of these in my kid's bathroom. If you're not sure how to get the wax out, I usually just cut down the middle. You can almost see a line where I cut. And then I just flip them out. Yeah, this is a very salty sea air, a little bit pretty from the floral. It's very nice. I finished up pomegranate pear testers, not red pear and pomegranate pear. These are older ones. These have notes of nashy pear, violet petals, pomegranate seeds, and orange zest. It's like a perfumey pomegranate. Perfumey pomegranate. Wasn't my thing. Oh, it was very perfumey. Sweet and perfumey all at the same time. Ugh. No thank you. More blueberry cheesecake or pancakes. Apple butter frosting. I mixed these with the cherry clove chutney, and it's basically a cinnamon spiced apple with a decadent vanilla bean frosting. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'd love to have those back in bricks. And last but not least, I dug out, even though you guys didn't vote for this, I'm thinking I want to warm some Lush Gardenia because I have so many of these. And what I've been deciding to do is bring out any testers that got the old rating and try to use those up. So Lush Gardenia is available now. It's Gardenia in tuberose, and this is a very strong white floral, very heady, pungent, and aggressive. But if you put it in a glass warmer, excuse me, if you put it in a glass warmer, it will dull the scent down a little bit, and that's what I've been doing with these, and I've been enjoying them that way. So those are the testers from Tester Tuesday. You know what we got to do? We got to do the question of the month. I'm actually going to use the blueberry cheesecake as a question of the month. I want to know from you guys, if you have a scent that you can think of that at first you didn't like and then you really came around to, let me know down in the comments below. I'm interested to see, everybody should have at least one of those scents. I'm interested to see what yours is. So as always, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you guys have a great day in your neck of the woods. Please take care and stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.